I laugh every time I hear the media say, in the so-called Wagatha Christie case, you called it that, nobody else. Own it. Anyway, that said, it has been a truly extraordinary week. Two wags locked in mortal combat over who said what to whom, about whom, and via whom. Traps worthy of GCHQ were apparently set to catch the leaker. It is a current case, so we do need to tread slightly carefully, but it has already yielded much that we can discuss. And I hope to your amusement and your edification. I am delighted now to welcome Jerry Hayes, criminal barrister and former Conservative Member of Parliament and a very good friend of mine going way, way back. I tell you what it was, Jerry, and you know because the gang phoned you up about it last night. It was the language. More C's and F's all being read off the text phone. I mean, truly extraordinary. Has it set new standards maybe down there rather than up there?
Oh, no, not at all. I mean, this is fairly lightweight stuff to what we have in the criminal courts. You ought to see a clerk of the court reading out the names of porn movies. It upsets a lot of old women because they think they're talking about cats. But there we are. It's before, you'll have to work this one up because it's before the watershed. But, I mean, these two ghastly, yeah, you got it now, these two ghastly, entitled women slagging it out like spoilt children with their husband's fortune is really quite appalling. And you either laugh or cry, and I think it's right to laugh. I mean, all this business about Peter Andre's genitalia, comparing it to a chipolata, the smallest piece of trouser genitalia I ever seen. And now she regrets it, but she did give it to the News of the World, so she admits it's all very, very strange. But my favourite remark on this whole case, and I'm going to obviously sanitize it, is that talking to Rebecca Vardy is like talking to a pigeon. You tell it that it's wrong, and you tell her, I'm right, but it still poops in your hair. And you know what's going to happen. There will be, someone will win, someone will lose, and then there will be a big reconciliation dinner sponsored by Hello, because someone's going to have to pay for the legal fees. I mean, the only people who are gaining...
Well, they're into a couple of million already, aren't they? Tell me this as well, because... The other thing that crossed my mind reading it was it reminded me of the occasions where a judge, and you just mentioned Peter Andre, where a judge has kind of leant forward and said, sorry, to whom are you referring? Who is this Gaza fellow?
Oh, absolutely. But there's a case, and again, I'm going to have to sanitize this. This is the trouble with doing a piece like that. You can't really say what actually does happen. The judge is just retired in Chelmsford. When she was about to give sentence to this fellow in the dock, he shouted the C word at her, and it wasn't conservative. Anyway, when she sentenced him to 10 years, she said, who is the C now? And she just retired. So, this sort of thing happens all the time in courts. It's free entertainment. People should go more often.